Well, it's about that time. We have our first FC25 promo leaked. We have the card design leaked already. We're going to talk about that. We have got ratings released by EA today that they think we haven't seen yet. They released a top 75, I think, ratings. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. The link is in the description. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. And obviously, if you've been watching the videos, keeping up with the channel or leaks at all, you guys know we've seen all the ratings already. But we do have today, at least, is we do have the playstyle reveal. Now we can see cards base playstyles. There were some changes, like Mbappe here has base finesse shot now this year, so he's even better. There are some changes. We'll go and look at a couple of those changes here this video today. But yeah, we mainly have the first promo leak that I'm assuming will not be on the initial Friday, the Ultimate Edition release Friday, like the Nike promo was last year. I don't think that'll be the case, but we'll talk about that when we get there. So anyway, thanks for being here. Subscribe if you are new. I apologize for not uploading yesterday. I had a massive headache. I don't know why this happens. Like once a month I get a migraine that I'm just like, if I look at light, I'm going to puke on camera. So yes, me, but we're back and we're what, 9 days away from the release of FC25 now, or is it maybe 10 days? I don't remember. I don't know anymore, but obviously I'm going to be hard. I'm gonna be hard. I'm gonna be going crazy hard for. I'm not even gonna explain myself. I'm gonna be hard, guys. Okay, FC25 Total Rush card design has been leaked, and I'm assuming this will be a promo that is not going to be the first Friday. It'll be the second Friday of FC25 if you count the Ultimate Edition Friday. The Friday that I will be streaming the 24 hours. Gotta plug that when I can. I don't think that's coming out that Friday. That should be the Friday after that. There's no pre-order type bonus promo that they told us that we would get, like the Nike one last year. So this should be on that next Friday, and probably will look something like this, an 85 rated card with a playstyle plus, something like that. I also want to plug in this video today. Tomorrow I'm going to be releasing a video like preparing for the web app kind of stuff. I will start talking about that tomorrow, how to make coins, what you should do, what you definitely should not do. There's more at the start of FIFA what you should not do than what you should do, so we'll get into that stuff tomorrow. That's where we kind of begin our FC25 legitimate prep and tips and stuff like that. But yeah, what do you think? I actually think the card design looks great. No surprise there. I genuinely believe my EA conspiracy theory for a sec. They put a lot of money into figuring out what the best card designs are and like how to have some psychology sort of tricks going on, because they know how much now that this means. If you drop a shit card design, I genuinely believe there's way less money spent. So from now on, we pretty much only get great card designs now, besides Radioactive last year, which was dog swamp ass. But other than that, we've really got some great card designs recently. And Endrick, of course, just a concept. We'll probably start to see players getting leaked relatively soon, honestly, though. But yeah, and then quickly here, the top 50 FC25 ratings came out today. If you want to scroll through EA's website, you can it's top 75, my bad. There's a couple of different cards with different play styles if you want to look through here. You know, Beaumonti, I think, has the exact same, so bad example there, but I believe that, where is it? Yeah, Sophia Smith, I think this year has base finesse shot. Yeah, she has base finesse shot. She did not have that last year. I remember Team of the Year card. It did not have any shooting play styles on it. That's why I didn't love it as much. So this year she has finesse shot. Yeah, you can look through here and see some new changes. There's not a ton, but base finesse shot on Sophia Smith and Kylian Mbappe is an absolutely great change. I think Erling Haaland is press proven now. Yeah, Haaland is press proven. I don't think he had that last year, I believe. Some changes in here. If you want to look through, you can. There was one more I wanted to show you guys. Oh yeah, it said a lot of these keepers actually do have playstyle pluses. We had it leaked that only Ter Stegen had playstyle pluses. And if we look at Alisson here, he does have a playstyle plus, and that is Deflector plus. Plus he has 1v1 close down and far throw. So if you want to look at the goalkeepers, there are playstyle plus changes on the goalkeepers here. Deflector plus on Alisson. Donnarumma also has Deflector plus. Ederson, we know he has long ball, but he also got pinged pass as well. So cards got a lot more playstyles goalkeeper wise that, you know, they could have outfield playstyles now. And a woman's keeper in Christian Endler, she now has the 1v1 close down plus, which is unique reflex saves, better close shot reads, and greater rush speed, which I'm gonna be honest with you, does slightly concern me. Do you want there to be obviously better keepers in the game? I kind of do. So on one hand, I like the idea of goalkeeper playstyle pluses. I actually wanted them last year a lot. Now seeing what they might do, am I slightly regretting my decision? Possibly. It really just depends how good the shooting will actually be. If the saves make sense, if they don't make sense. A lot of this stuff on paper makes a lot of sense still. You can have goalkeepers with playstyle pluses, but have shooting still make sense. I just don't trust EA to do that, especially the first year with goalkeeper playstyle pluses. I struggle to believe that they'll balance it. Look, here's this whole big tweet on how FC25 roles work, and you better get some understanding on how they work, because they're coming to Ultimate Team, and you're going to be dealing with them in like a week, so get ready. We got A, player does not have that role for this position equals the player will stay most of the time in the middle square. B, players have that role for this position equals the player will go between middle, left, right, and bottom square most of the time. Oh yeah, I have no fucking idea. If you want to read through this, you can pause the video and read through it. I'm trying to understand it myself. I'm gonna have to try and help you guys out. I'll be honest with you, none of this shit sounds interesting to me at all, for one, and for two, it to me feels like with roles that we're gonna have just more of a power curve in terms of what players you can and can't use based on the best tactics in the game, because God knows that EA are not gonna be able to code a way for 10, 15, 20, 50 different custom tactics to be all as good as each other. There's gonna be one definitive best one, and you need to have those players to fit in the best one. If you don't have those best players fit in the best one, then you're not gonna have any fun. Could that not be the case? Yes, this could actually be a very good change. Attacking AI is better or whatever, I don't know, but from the outside looking in, this seems like my ass. Because here you go, Cam++ playmakers, right? These are the only cards in the game with the Cam++. They'll have the best attacking AI if you want a playmaker to use in your team. Gotta use one of these cards at the best attacking AI, and most of them are incredible cards. You know, Rose Lavelle's will be the cheapest one on this list. Otherwise, Pele, Cruyff, Baggio, Hullet, Del Piero, Francescoli, Verts, and Musiala, Dybala, etc., right? So, I mean, this could definitely not be an actual problem. It just feels like it's another way for them to fuck us over in the long run, or the gameplay is just way better, and I'm an idiot for being pessimistic, but I take that back. I know I'm not an idiot for being pessimistic, but I could just be proven wrong. Here's strikers with false 9++. Eusebio, Shailene, Cantona, Sophia Smith, Martinez, Griezmann, etc. And then the top reply is just, this whole new stuff sounds confusing as fuck. And I feel like it probably will be confusing right away. It might be way simple when we figure things out a little bit, but only one way to find out. We'll just have to wait and see. We also got new 5-star skillers. These are not the 5-star players. We saw that new 5-star list the other day, but this is just the new 5-star skillers this year. Dybala, Karchawi, Leao, if you've not seen them, they've been announced a while ago. You know, Santos, though, is new. Lang, or Long, is new there. Ejuke, Salvio, Ruter, Lopez Munoz, and Abdi Ali all have now 5-star skills this year. And also, FIFA Trading Romania has a tweet here. He says, welcome backpacks should come back because of the fact that they said last year if you had founder status, you get rewards for every year. And he always knows his stuff, so I'm going to assume we're probably pretty likely to see welcome backpacks this year, which, I mean, we should, but I think last year there was pretty much none. And also, this is how you know Sheriff is just using that Twitter money to just drop points right away. Cheap Beast, Mickey Van de Ven, Cheap Beast. This motherfucker's not going to be cheap. He's going to be 100k plus at the start, actually. No kidding. Unless the pack wave for 82s is actually way more than I'm thinking it's going to be. We have promo packs day one. Mickey Van de Ven with 88 pace, Premier League links is going to be hella expensive. And also, moment of silence for the 89 overall exchange, because this will not be there day one next year. Now, of course, 89 exchanges aren't really needed on day one anyway, because if you're going to duplicate 89, that's like insanely valuable for the first month plus of the game. But reminder, exchanges will not exist until EA just decide that they should. I mean, we don't know when we'll see them. It could be till Team of the Year, could be after Team of the Year. Could we see more than 89 exchanges next year? We have no idea, but just know that day one, they're not going to be there. But Sheriff did say they will come into the game next year at some point. It would be nice if EA told us that. It really would be. Just open communication, just to build some trust in your community. They don't give a fuck, though. If they have trust or not, they'll make $1 billion. Like, who gives a fuck? Okay, let's read your comments. Alfredo says, foot economist, more like foot apologist. That's a good one, Alfredo. It's a good one. Frick Robert, could you please do frequent trading and gameplay tips videos for 25? Thanks. Love your vids. Yes. If you are new around here for the first 9 months of the game, that is what I do a lot more. Last year was more so like the first 3, 4, 5 months, but this next year is going to be a lot longer, and you're going to see the second channel especially just a shit ton more videos. And Lamaland says, no, you're not. They need less YouTube shill echo chambers and more people like you to make the game better. I think he's saying this in response to me at the beginning of the last video saying I sometimes think I might go too hard on EA. And honestly, I rarely do think that. I know that there's definitely going to be times where I probably do just overdo it, but to be honest with you, I'd rather me do that than the contrary of me going too soft. And to address the YouTube shill echo chamber stuff, you know, there are critters out there who are not necessarily shills, but just a lot less critical of them because they want to be on their good side, and that makes sense. I think sometimes people often think on the outside looking in, it's actually, you know, you're following the sheep if you criticize EA a lot. Like, you just are jumping on the bandwagon to be a hater because it's the easy thing to do. But to be honest with you, it's not actually incentivizing for me to hate on them as much as I do, or to to not hate on them as much as I do, but be critical of them as much as I do, because if I ever were to grow to a certain point, EA would never invite me to do things. I would not get the game early. There will be creators this year who get the game 3 days early. Those 3 days are going to be so massive for their bank accounts and the growth of their channel, because they will have exclusive access to the game for like 2 or 3 days. That is so massive. Myself, I don't care. That would never entice me to all of a sudden stop being critical because of 3 days I might get access towards it. But that would for some people, because that's financially going to be huge for them. They have to get food on the table. They want to pay their bills and have comfort. I mean, I can't blame people for wanting to do that because it just makes sense career-wise. It's just every other way, it's a little disappointing for fans, for, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but if you know what I mean. People oftentimes think it's easy to be the ones hating on EA, but also it like doesn't help my career, actually. If I wanted to really only care about that, it wouldn't even help me. And Monkev says, the same batch of players for 5 weeks, the game's about to end. We still can't have everyone back in packs. Why are we being stingy? I don't know. Don't ask me. That's ridiculous. The last 2 months of this game was way, way, way stingier than it needed to be. I mean, we're now at the point where like there might not be ever content again on FC24. And for the last 3 weeks, it was like stingy. What are we doing? I don't know. I think I'm done. I don't even know what I've been saying for the last like 20 minutes, but all I can say is thanks for being here, and I love you, and I'll see you soon. Peace.